Today on People Now, Oprah is looking fabulous on the cover of British Vogue, and she's also revealing how the royal wedding of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry left her feeling.
Blake Shelton jokes that he is, quote, a stalker after attending girlfriend Gwen Stefani's Vegas shows. We have more on that.
Kristin Cavallari is in studio talking about her husband Jay Cutler's retirement from the NFL, and are there more kids in her future?
Elizabeth Perkins is back telling us if she's returning for another season of This Is Us.
Plus, buckle up because we are breaking down last night's dramatic episode of The Bachelorette with Bachelor alums Michael Garofola, Alexis Waters, and Bachelor superfan Brandi Cyrus.
It's all today on People Now.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. But it kind of feels like a Friday because tomorrow is the 4th of July. Do you have any plans?
I don't. I'm just going to let it flow. What about you?
I'm just kind of going to wing it too. Maybe
Me too.
a barbecue. We'll see. All right, well, let's jump into it. Here is what you need to know and what's trending today. Starting with this. It's been a little over a month since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle tied the knot at Windsor Castle on May 19th, and one famous royal wedding guest is still feeling the love. In the August issue of British Vogue, Oprah Winfrey reveals that watching Harry and Meghan say I do, quote, left her feeling that anything is possible through the power of love. I love that. But the day didn't arrive without a little stress for the famous guest. We think Oprah looked amazing in her pale pink Stella McCartney dress with lace detailing as she arrived at the ceremony, but that beautiful blush ensemble wasn't her first choice. In a dramatic snafu that she calls Dressgate, Oprah says she narrowly avoided a faux pas when her original dress, which was supposed to be cream, ended up looking too white in photographs. Now, she says she even Googled, can you wear white to a wedding? Oprah, you know you can't wear white to a wedding, all right? Ultimately, she decided she just couldn't risk it. Instead, she contacted Stella McCartney's team, who worked all night long to make her pretty in pink in time for the ceremony. Well, leading up to the big day, Oprah also reveals she spent some time with Meghan's mom, Doria Ragland. The two hung out at Oprah's California home, did yoga on her lawn, even indulged in a kumquat feast. That sounds incredible. Maybe next time we'll get the invite. Probably not. All right, listen up, Bachelor in Paradise fans. We have 2 more cast members coming to Mexico. So just when we thought we said goodbye to Chris R and Connor forever, people can exclusively confirm that both men will be making an appearance this upcoming season. The 2 suitors were just eliminated during Monday night's Bachelorette, and Chris in particular did not leave on a very high note. While campaigning for Becca's heart on a group date, Chris began attacking the other men in the house, and our leading lady was not amused. Venting to the camera, she said, "It's so embarrassing that these guys are airing their dirty laundry out for everyone to see. I don't want to feel like I'm back in elementary school." Oh boy, Paradise should be very interesting. And you guys stick around, we have more of that elementary school drama that we love in our Bachelorette recap. Alexis Waters, Michael Garofola, and Brandi Cyrus will be joining us live. But first, on to this. Sutton Foster is living her dream. In this week's People, the 2-time Tony winner and younger star opens up about her journey to motherhood and life with her 16-month-old daughter, Emily. The triple threat revealed her struggle with infertility, which eventually led to her and her husband, Ted Griffin's decision to adopt in 2017, saying, "I look at my life now and can't imagine how far I've come. Everything worked out the way it was meant to. I wouldn't change a thing." And when the time came to welcome their baby, Foster and Griffin were in the hospital for her birth and figured out the parenting thing in no time. She says, "I had never taken care of a baby before, but babies are kind of amazing because they ease you in. We grew together." Very happy for them. I love that.
That's so sweet.
I know.
I love that.
You have even more in Star Trek.
That's correct, Andrea. Now we're kicking off Star Trek with the celeb mom who's getting ready for a family-packed few months. Yes, Nicole Kidman is ready to have one really good summer. Despite being in the middle of filming Big Little Lies Season 2, the actress is making sure to spend a lot of time with her family, revealing in this week's People that she plans on throwing her oldest daughter a pool party for her birthday, equipped with a big blow-up slide. And she and her sister are taking a vacation to Tasmania for a hiking trip with their daughters. That sounds pretty awesome. Can I come? But what about husband Keith Urban, who's currently on his Graffiti U tour? Well, Kidman says she and the kids regularly go on tour with their country star dad, telling people, quote, "We call it the road trip. We sleep in bunk beds and we get to see and fall in love with different parts of America." And when asked what their secret to their 12-year marriage is, Kidman tells people, "I think it's knowing that you have to keep contributing to what we call the us. You go, does this work for us? And when you make an us, it's yours together. That's what you create. Nobody else has that. It's just between the two of you." That's such good advice. And I gotta say, they're pretty adorable together. So cute. Now, another couple that we cannot stop gushing about, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't get enough of these two. And apparently Blake cannot get enough of Gwen. The country star wrote on Twitter Monday saying, quote, so far Gwen Stefani has performed 3 shows in Las Vegas. I've been to 3, #stalker. Okay, but it doesn't seem like Gwen is complaining, right? The night of her first Vegas residency, she posted these adorable snaps of the two showing off some seriously cute PDA moments. Plus, Stefani says Shelton has been with her every step of the way from her very first Las Vegas residency, telling Entertainment Tonight, quote, he's like my bestie. So of course he's seen everything as it's been going on and just bouncing ideas off of him and stuff like that. And even though the duo are obviously smitten with each other, the Holla Back girl admits they still have no immediate plans to get married, saying, quote, I don't know, I don't have a future. All I know is I have a lot to look forward to. That's right, Gwen. Well, I'm looking forward to that wedding. So please, let's make that happen. And those are your Star Treks for today.
Go on to happen. All right, stay with us. Reality star Kristin Cavallari is talking whether baby number 4 is a possibility and how husband Jay Cutler is doing since retiring from the NFL. Plus, we are recapping all the Bachelorette drama you may have missed with Bachelor Nation alums Alexis Waters and Michael Garofola and superfan Brandi Cyrus. Okay, but before that, I'm really excited about this next story. You guys, so backyard margaritas and hot tubbing sounds like perfect summer weekend in my book. Apparently, I'm not the only one. Altadena, California resident Mark Huff had only sat down to take a sip of his Friday afternoon margarita when he began to hear some rustling in his backyard. So after several minutes of loud noises, he decided to investigate and found quite the surprise. He said, quote, see this here, I looked over the bushes and lo and behold, there's a bear climbing over my fence. Now, after the startling appearance, Mark retreated inside only to peek out of his window and find the playful bear lounging in his hot tub. How cute is that? Now, it didn't take long for the bear to get bored in the jacuzzi. The dip only lasted a few minutes before the bear, quote, popped out of the bushes, walked right over to the margarita, knocked it over, and lapped it. The bear finished off the day perched up in a tree for a nap, as you do after margaritas. I love this, Miko.
Me too. I'm obsessed. I want to hang out with the bear.
I wish we saw the video of the bear actually drinking the margarita, but it did happen. The bear definitely knows how to unwind. Makes me very excited for 4th of July.
Me too. Right? I'm going to be the bear this 4th of July.
All right, you guys, I know we're just barely into July, but I already can't wait for all of our favorite TV shows to come back in the fall. And at the top of that list, This Is Us.
Yeah, that's right. Now, we've got to know what happens to the Pearsons in season 3. Like, what's the deal with Kevin and Zoe? And what's wrong with Toby? And who the heck is the her that Randall and Tess weren't ready to go see?
I know, we'll have to tune in to get all those answers, but I did get the scoop from guest star Elizabeth Perkins on whether Rebecca's mom might make another appearance in season 3 and what's in store for her character moving forward. Can you give us any hint if we might see you back?
Yes, you'll see me back.
Nice.
And we're starting up in about a month and a half. To have Mandy Moore be my daughter, like, that's just a dream.
Yeah.
She's literally one of the nicest people I've ever worked with.
Appearing as Rebecca's racist mother must be hard for you because it goes against everything that you stand for in real life.
Absolutely.
So how do you navigate that?
She has no idea that what she's saying is racist.
I will not expose Randall to any more of this crap.
What are you talking about?
You're a racist, Mom.
And I sort of applauded them for the way that they approached that, in that this woman has a lot to learn, so that she now has somewhere to go, as opposed to this was something that was ingrained in her. And I think that there's an opportunity for change there, and that's a really positive way to approach it.
I love having 3 kids. I especially love having 2 boys and a girl. We feel like a very complete family, and no, we're good. We're done. And we're now, my daughter is 2.5, and I don't have to lug around a diaper bag anymore and all the crap. Like, we're finally at a really good place where we can just pick up and go, and all my kids have a little bit of independence, and we're just in a really good place that I don't want to go back to the diaper phase and all of that.
That makes sense. I would want to go back to that. Looks like 3 is the magic number for Kristin Cavallari, the Laguna Beach star who is now making a return to reality TV with her new show, Very Cavallari, opened up about her 3 young kids, telling people, quote, my husband and I pride ourselves on family time. We eat dinner together every night, and at 5 o'clock, my phone is down. I think that's a really good rule.
That is a fantastic rule. And Kristin's husband, former NFL quarterback Jay Cutler, is apparently very hands-on when it comes to the kids. I love that. Jay will be making quite a few appearances in very Cavallari, Kristin is revealing we're in the best place we've ever been. I'm so excited for people to see how funny he is. Our relationship takes work, but we get each other now. It's nice knowing that I have a teammate forever.
I'm glad that he's doing it, because at first he was hesitant, now he's doing it. I like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of teammates, Jay recently retired from the NFL. Kristin gave me the scoop on how he's been handling all the downtime.
He's so happy. We just bought a new house and we're renovating it, so he calls himself the property manager. So he's keeping himself busy with that, which is great. But no, then I'm like, okay, so what happens when we move into our new house? Then what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
He's on some new hobbies.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with something. He's only ever known football his whole life, so I don't know. We'll see. But he'll do something. He's gonna get bored just hanging out.
Yeah. Are you happy about his retirement, or what are your thoughts on that?
I'm very happy about it. Yeah, I mean, it was so fun going to the games, especially as my boys especially got a little bit older. We had so much fun, and they loved going to the games and seeing Daddy play football. But I don't know, the more kids we had and the longer we were together, it got harder and harder to watch them. It's a really tough sport, and when you know somebody playing the sport, it can be really heartbreaking.
So now that Kristin's kids are getting into sports, I wanted to find out, would she be okay with them following their dad's footsteps? Take a look.
No, I definitely don't want them playing football. If I can say no, I will say no. They're so far away from that. Jay didn't even start playing until he was older. And so it's not a concern of ours right now. They're both playing t-ball. They love playing t-ball. They want to do soccer in the fall. And so, no, I love that they're involved with sports. You know, they're also doing piano. I mean, I love that they're just, right now they're so young, they're trying out different things to see what they really like. I truly think my oldest Camden would get hit once playing football and be like, I'm out, I'm done.
Maybe you don't even have to.
Yeah, so, but we'll see. Once he's old enough to even maybe play football, we can go down that road. But no, if I can stop it, I'm gonna try.
For me personally, I've been nothing but real up until this point, but I can't say the same for all of my opponents sitting here today. This woman's heart has already been played with before, and there's no reason why she be played with again.
Gentlemen, any rebuttals? Lincoln.
Yes, I'm not sure exactly who he's referring to. I know it's not me for sure.
Actually, you are one of them. There's a nasty side of Lincoln that is very, I would say, malicious and aggressive. If she saw the man who you are when you're not around her, I think she'd be disgusted.
Drama, drama, drama. But what can we expect halfway through the season of The Bachelorette, okay? This week's episode takes us to Richmond, Virginia, where some fall hard while others crash and burn.
Oh my gosh, and we have a full house to break it all down. Joining us live is Season 9 Bachelorette cast member Michael Garofola, Season 21 standout Alexis Waters, and super fan Brandi Cyrus, who's Skyping in from Nashville. Thank you for being here, guys. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, this is a party.
It is.
All right, let's get into it. We just saw that cringeworthy moment where Michael and Lincoln air out their dirty laundry in front of hundreds of people, including Becca and the governor of Virginia. Okay.
Is that really the governor?
Yeah, he was there. Michael, you've been there with all the guy drama. Why do people snap? Like, what makes people crack like this?
You know, it's a lot of different factors. I mean, there's obviously the competitive nature of it, and then guys start to get in their own heads. They start feeling insecure, and then, you know, you have these people called producers who are like, yeah, maybe you should address this in front of a whole entire crowd of 200 people instead of keeping it in-house. Now's your chance.
Yeah.
Now's your time.
I think it's so funny watching guys fight.
I know.
I love watching it more than girls.
Well, I feel like there's a lot more ego involved, right?
Becca needs to know. Becca needs to know what Lincoln is doing, Chris is doing. She won't know unless you tell everyone.
And here when they're fighting and they're sitting right next to each other, what are you doing? Brandi, what did you think about Lincoln and Chris bringing up this drama during the town hall? How should they have handled this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Chris isn't handling anything very well, which is really unfortunate. Really handsome, and he and Becca really had a great connection in the beginning, but there's always one every season that starts out normal and gets crazy, and it's Chris.
Yeah, I was so embarrassed for Chris, right? Yeah, and Becca was clearly embarrassed by it all, as she should be. Alexis, who do you think stirred the pot more here? Was it Lincoln or was it Chris?
Well, Lincoln started it, but Chris just gets so angry. Yeah. And it was just like, tone it down a notch. Even like when he was walking with the trench coat at the last scene, it was just like, and then he was writing in that like attic. Was he in the attic? And I was like, what is going on? Like it was just like it didn't stop the whole episode.
He was super dramatic. Now
I feel like Lincoln stirs the pot more. He's like poking the bear.
Yeah.
He's like
Chris just
reacts.
Yeah, reacts.
No, it's like winding up the toy and just letting it go. Like, you can just sit back and be
it
like,
does the work
you know.
for you. Now, Alexis, who would you have given your rose to if you ended up on a 2-on-1 with Chris and Lincoln?
Chris and Lincoln, neither.
Yeah. Neither?
Neither. You just send them both home.
Wait, who went home?
No, she was saying if it was a team.
Yeah. Brandi, I hear you laughing at me.
No, it wasn't all drama. Now, one of the sweeter moments that happened last night, it was so cute, was during Jason's one-on-one. Becca really had a chance to open up with him. Watch this.
We watched him take his last breath. It's obviously never easy.
Sure.
It's the hardest things that you'll ever have to do, but it makes you appreciate your relationships, just like you said, and every moment that you have. And I see that in you. And I guess it's so beautiful to see why.
And likewise, that's a lot, obviously, on your plate that you dealt with.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all that. I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Very adorable. This is the first time this season that we see Becca open up about her dad on camera. Michael, how important was it that she was this vulnerable? And especially with Jason, like what does that say?
Yeah, I mean, I think we haven't seen a lot of Jason this season, and in that moment, it shows that they really do have a genuine connection. And I think for us, for viewers, it was just nice to see her have like a nice calm moment with someone who seems half normal at least.
Not talking about
and it was a nice like respite and break from the rest of the drama of these guys who are, you know,
I like him. I like him. I think he's a front runner so far.
Yeah.
I like his slick back hair. I feel like he's like a guy on Wall Street. Like he would be like one of those.
He does look like the mobster that gets eliminated midway through the mobster movie. You know, he's like
Brandi,
like an extra.
Brandi, what do you think? About that
I
moment?
love Jason.
Me too.
I think that we don't see as much of him because he's a bit quieter and a bit more standoffish, but I don't think that's a bad thing. But on this show, a lot of times that means you get less airtime, but I think they have a real connection. And I like moments like what we saw between he and Becca is why I love to watch the show, because you do get glimpses of that like authentic relationship throughout the season, you know?
He seems like a good guy.
Yeah, I feel like it was very genuine.
You know, I also think Leo, I think he's a really good guy. We saw her have a one-on-one with him. What's better than a man with luscious locks shucking oysters for you? I don't know.
What are for everyone though?
What are your thoughts?
I'm not a big oyster gal.
Are you putting into the long hair though?
What about the long hair?
No, not for me.
Do you like the but hair down or a man bun? What do you
I like the man bun. I actually let it down sometimes, but I'm feeling the man bun more for Leo.
What do we think about Leo, Michael?
I like him. I think he seems like a good, he seems like a good guy. Again, I mean, I think it's all comparative, right? I mean, it's hard to, when you see someone like that who actually treats her well and is nice, and I think these guys tend to stand out, you know? I mean, I think when you're faced with a group of guys who overall isn't so great, I think the ones who are just sort of okay or good or above average, they seem incrable to me.
That's so true.
Brandi, you a fan of Leo?
I do. I like Leo. At first, in the beginning of the season, I didn't really know what to make of him. All you really know about him is that he's a stunt man, right? That's what they have as his occupation. So you think he's like, I don't know, like really spontaneous and wild and risk-taking, but he seems so soft and sensitive and sweet. It's actually been like a pleasant surprise to get to know him this week.
Yeah.
I think the other thing too, the other thing about Leo is that she was obviously having a very difficult time at that moment.
All right, we're running out of time though.
I know we can talk about Leo and his long locks for so long, but thank you so much, guys. Thank you everyone for joining us in the studio today. Now moving on to the TV and movies you need to check out this week.
We need to talk about your daughters. One of them is dangerous. The other one's in danger.
It's not safe for you here.
Okay, I'm now scared. It's the summer series everyone is talking about, Sharp Objects. It's based on the book of the same name by Gone Girl author Gillian Flynn.
Okay, so here's the basic premise, right? 2 preteen girls are dead, and it's a twisty, turny ride to discover who's behind their murders.
Yeah, one of the show's stars, Elizabeth Perkins, says the dark subject matter really took its toll on the cast, which also includes Amy Adams and Patricia Clarkson, but they had each other to lean on through it all.
Well, it sort of took its toll on everyone. It was a really difficult shoot. We were in southern Georgia. It was incredibly hot. You know, we're dealing with these dead children. There's a hog farm. It goes pretty deep, and it's hard to shake that off at the end of the day. But we all sort of talked about that, and we would go home to the hotel, and we were all staying in the same place, and we'd sort of gather in the lobby at night and just let it go, let it go, let it go, because it was difficult material to sort of trudge through every day.
What? Let's do it.
Whatever you're saying to me.
Your father was a drunk, your mother drove off a cliff. I don't care.
Just go and laugh.
So what about the Sultan of Brunei?
That was made up.
It was an aha moment for me personally.
You're not really going to say aha moment, are you?
What is the point of this?
Lasagna!
Ricky!
Really?
No.
Killers!
And I'll tell you what. That's why I developed this show.
I was in a coma for 10 days.
But not the last 10 days.
All right, a comedian walks into a coffee shop. Hey, stop me if you've heard this one before.
Let me stop you right there. I'm pretty sure I have, because Jerry Seinfeld's Netflix talk show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, is back for its 10th season this week.
Amazing. And listen to this list of big names. You got Ellen DeGeneres, Tracy Morgan, Kate McKinnon, Dave Chappelle. They're just some of the stars sipping Java with Jerry this season.
Do you think she understood herself?
I had fun, and that's all that matters.
Hearing her sing the Star Spangled Banner, she made people proud that they were Americans.
I love you, Whitney.
She was beautiful.
I'm singing music from my heart.
Hot.
Wow, this heartbreaking documentary takes a look at all of Whitney Houston's ups and downs 6 years after her death at the age of 48.
Yeah, the documentary touches on everything from her rise to fame, to her fall into drug abuse, from her father's power plays, to her relationship with ex-husband Bobby Brown.
And if you were a fan, and who wasn't, this one is definitely for you.
I wish I could fight bad guys like you.
I seem to mess it up almost every time.
Maybe you just need someone watching your back. Hi. Like a partner.
Oh yeah, Ant-Man's got himself a lady in the new Marvel movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yeah, a lady who can kick some booty, to be more precise. Now in the sequel that's out on Friday, Paul Rudd's Ant-Man is recruited for a mysterious mission that brings on all the size-shifting, bad guy fighting, superhero action we can't get enough of.
They look so good. I feel like we have a lot to catch up on.
I can't wait, I'm so excited.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great 4th of July. See you Thursday.
Bye.